party hats. Boom, boom.
The whole go bang bang here.
Let us begin.
I want you to keep an eye out for the Boogity Man. VHS Bandits. Boogity! 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 VHS Bandits.
Welcome to Coxwell Academy.
Don't need no DVDs, don't need no Betamax. These are the VHS Bandits.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the VHS Bandits podcast. Today, we're watching Class Act. Let's pop the tape.
I was an excellent student with a bright future.
Oh yeah, well I was the dopest brother on the block. Cell block 9. That was before I met you. Man, all we did was a little switch, a little hip-hop flip-flop.
Principal Kratz, there's been a terrible mistake on you. Ow! What do you want from me?
You be you for me. You ace all my classes this semester, and I'll let you live.
Since I'm doing something for you, you gotta help me pass Phys Ed.
Yo, I'm sorry.
This movie's got everything. Comedy.
Give me some ducats, some loot, some cash, some dough, some cabbage, some green.
Are you crazy?
Of course I'm crazy. And hotties.
Let's make bacon.
It's got action and suspense.
And skins. I thought you were gonna play with my frog.
Your frog ain't jumping in my direction. There's a new tadpole in town.
And it's got music and dancing. And it's got babes.
Well, finally something we both agree upon.
It's kid as play,
50% of it is attitude and style.
and play is kid.
You're gonna be Blade Brown. You gotta know where Blade Brown comes from.
Thought you crawled out from under a rock.
Yo, I taught you how to be fly.
You never taught me how to fly.
And they're a class act.
Come on, man, that ain't half of what went down. How about giving a brother some credit?
Yeah, you heard him. Give him some credit.
Oh, very funny. Talk about bringing a brother down.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the VHS Bandits podcast. This is Dane Train, and class is in session over here with my...
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to say it because Kevbot doesn't say it anymore.
I
Then
know,
you
I
pointed,
know.
so I jumped the gun.
Jeez.
Well, I'm Topher Hansen, or am I Dane Train? Did we
Ooh.
switch personalities?
Oh, is that what it is?
For Class Act? Hey, everybody, I'm Dane Train. Let's pop in the tape.
Yeah, oh, wouldn't that be a funny concept if
Fart.
we had yeah, there we go. There we go. Hey, this is Topher Hansen. That's how
The homeless guy from UHF.
That could be one of two.
Indian hat penny shoes.
That could be one of two things. That's either Clint Howard.
No, that's
Or
homeless guy
That's
from
how.
UHF.
That's when Kevin impersonates you. He goes, "This is Topher Hansen."
Oh my goodness! So you're doing the impression of Kevbot's impression.
Yeah.
me.
This is Kevin doing Topher Hansen.
Oh my god!
I'm a Hollywood movie maker.
Wow, sounds just like me.
Yep. Exactly, 100%. That's exactly how Kevbot would say what you would say.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's more me than me.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you did a great job impersonating me with all those farts and burps. Hey, there
Thank
you go.
you.
Perfect. Right on the money. Oh, you got to say the word anywho a lot as well.
Anywho.
Because apparently,
just
people,
real quick. I just got to say real quick. Anywho.
Oh, I say real quick a lot too, huh? Oh, okay.
Huh? Okay.
Oh boy. Anywho. So, hey, class is in, hey, settle down over here. Class is in session.
You get the Chatterbox Award.
Oh yeah, you're the class clown. Yeah, so it's school month, back to school month, September, And we're watching the Kid and Play classic, Class Act. Yeah, so if you've ever seen the first or the second House Party, I think you'll like this movie. Because it's kind of the same shtick, you know?
Yeah.
Very much the same shtick. It's 98 minutes of the same shtick. But in any case, hey, listen, don't take my word for it. But there are several people that say some very interesting things about this movie. Did you know Susan Granger of American Movie Classics said that Class Act is outrageous?
Wow, Susan Granger, I trust her with my life.
Hey, Baltimore Sun, Stephen Hunter says hilarious.
Wow, Stephen Hunter,
Hey,
the Baltimore Sun. Does it get more prestigious?
Hey, you know what it does? We're jumping the gun over here to the New York Times, where Janet Maslin said it's fun.
Oh, wow. A one-word review. That's all you need.
Outrageous, hilarious, and fun. Are those three words that you would describe Class Act?
Sure.
Maybe not.
Maybe. I mean, fun. Outrageous? I don't know about outrageous. It's pretty rageous. It's within rageous.
Yeah, sure.
It's rageous.
Outrageous and Kelly, right.
Yeah.
Outrageous and Kathy Lee.
Class Act is rageous. It is rageous and Kelly Lee. Coming at you with Class Act.
And also, Orange County Register. You being in that neck of the
What?
woods, I'm sure you're familiar with the Orange County Register, right?
I don't live there anymore.
Yeah, but you did, so you had to have read the Orange County Register.
Oh, every day.
What, you telling me you were registered with the Orange County Register?
Hey, well, is that like the Orange County DMV?
It might be.
Like the Registry of Motor Vehicles in Orange County thinks that.
It must be
outrageous.
it. Must be it. You put some money into the Orange County Register. Jim Emerson said it's a hip-hop Laurel and Hardy.
Oh, I can get behind that.
Sure. That sounds more like it. So it says, the House Party Pals make sure the party isn't over in a fresh new comedy that asks, what happens when the school records of a brainiac dweeb kid, the guy with the high-rise do, and a got attitude, street tough, hip-hop style master play get accidentally switched? Miss Ash Taylor of Designing Women, Karen Parsons of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Elijah Rogers of Boys in the Hood, Dougie Doug of Hanging with the Homeboys, and guest stars Rhea Perlman of Cheers, and MTV Maniac Pauly Shore of Encino
MTV
Man.
Maniac.
Yeah, MTV Maniac.
Whoa.
Round out the class cast.
I can only hope that one day in my obituary I could be described as an MTV Maniac.
Oh, put that on you. Hey, what do you want on your tombstone? MTV Maniac. Make sure you put that in your will. And the deaf music is a class tune-up too.
Class tune-up?
Class tune-up.
I don't know what that means.
Isn't that like
maybe that's some outdated slang that I'm not
must
hip
be.
to anymore.
There's a lot of that in this movie. There's a lot of that.
A whole lot. That was one of the best scenes, is when he was describing the Ebonics language of love to the nerdy guy.
That was some good
Hey,
stuff.
which one's which?
What do you mean? Which one's who?
Who's Kid and who's Play? I'm
right,
thinking
so
Kid
Kid-
is the hair, the
Kid
big
is the
hair
dude
guy.
with the hair, with the tall
yeah,
hair.
and then Play is the other guy.
Plays the other guy. Yeah.
Right.
Kid and
Okay.
Play. Yep.
Kid and Play. Because I haven't watched too many. I mean, I've seen them on TV like as a kid.
Yeah.
But like this is the first time watching one of their movies like in remembering it. I guess I don't know.
Gotcha.
I know I've seen their stuff around, and they had a cartoon back in the day.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
And I think that like this was on Comedy Central a few times, or House Party 2 was on for sure.
I definitely watched Class Act probably on Comedy Central.
Or USA Up All Night.
Yeah, it could have been.
That.
I remember watching it. Same like
It's a
the
very
last
USA movie.
The last time I saw this movie was probably around high school. And the only thing I remembered about this movie, of everything, I completely forgot that MTV Maniac Pauly Shore was in this movie.
I know. That was a nice surprise.
The only thing I remember is like 5 seconds when the bad guy Wedge goes, "Blade Brown, your ass is mine." That's it. That's all I remember from this movie.
Okay.
It's the only thing.
Sure.
I totally forgot.
That's about half the movie. Like every scene they have together, they get in some sort of tussle.
Yeah. I completely forgot the whole thing that like they switched identities and stuff. I remembered nothing except Blade Brown, your ass is mine. That's it. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it's like a Prince and the Pauper type of situation.
Yeah, that's right. It's
except hip hop and outrageous.
Yeah. And fun.
And fun.
You know, like a hip hop Laurel and Hardy, right?
Hey, I remember the only thing that I remember, and it holds up until now, is every time that I saw a kid and play anything. So like you see the cover of the box, right?
Yeah.
And the cartoon, right? So kid on the cover, in the cartoon, everything. His like pencil afro is like 3 feet high.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you watch the movie, and it's like 8-inch afro.
I mean, don't
8-inch pencil afro.
It's pretty damn high. I mean,
I know, but
considered.
you're thinking it's like he's the kid from Hey Arnold, his buddy there.
Oh yeah.
What is his name? Like
I
that's
don't
what I'm
remember, but that's
expecting.
I would imagine that's who that look might have been.
Oh, for
homage
sure.
to Kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
his hair it's an American icon.
It is. Yeah, it
really is.
It's a symbol of the '90s. You know,
it's like a positive Hitler mustache.
Yeah,
as far
sure.
as- you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
mean but a positive, because everyone recognizes it. So like,
Yeah.
if you walk around with a Hitler mustache, people aren't like, oh, that's Laurel, or oh, that's Charlie Chaplin. They're like, no, you're a Hitler looking kind of guy.
or I mean,
So-
or in a, I suppose in a lighter sense, like a big handlebar mustache. I think of Hulk Hogan, right?
Right.
Yeah, you
if
see
you're
that? You
blonde,
think Hulk Hogan,
if you're
right?
blonde.
Yeah. You know, so
So this is the same thing. Like nobody else is allowed to have this hair except for Kid.
no, that's right.
I can't think of anybody.
It's
illegal. You'll get locked up, and you'll have to explain your entire life story to the prison guard.
That's right. Yep, yep. Who just sits there eating a sandwich? Who tells you it's a damn good sandwich?
It's a hamburger from McDonald's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was a hamburger. Right, yeah. So yeah, we'll just do a quick rundown, right?
Sure.
Kid is in jail. He decides to tell this guard like why he should be innocent.
I like the prison guard a lot.
Oh, he was like one of the best
was-
parts of the movie.
Yeah, he was fun. He just like does not give a fuck. He's just eating a cheeseburger. He's a big old. He's like one of those fat, strong people. Like he's fat, but he's also like beefy.
Yeah,
like
he makes a
at the
good
same time.
bodyguard. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah. So yes, you got.
He's like a couple times it cuts back to him and he's like, "Tell me more about your teacher's titties."
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, can you hook me up with your teacher with a big old bazookas?" You know.
Yeah.
So what was his name? Baxter, Poindexter,
Sure, I don't know.
something
Kid.
like that.
Just call him Kid.
So yes, a kid.
It is some name that doesn't. It's hard to say
yeah.
because Play gets it wrong all the time.
Oh yeah. So we'll just call him Kid. Yeah, Kid.
Yeah.
He's a real Steve Urkel, right? Real brainiac. You know.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna go to a real high-end, prestigious school, you know, a Yale, Harvard, Stanford kind of a thing. But he needs to pass his physical PE. Yeah, Phys
Wait,
Ed.
so aren't they in college already, or they're in high school?
It's high school, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody is just so old.
I know.
That
Yeah, it seems like that.
Which is fine. I can buy that as long as the teachers are older than the students, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
But I thought, they're trying to get into college, you're right. So
Yeah. And at the same time, you got Blade Brown, played by Play, and he's like a streetwise, like troublemaker kind of a guy, you know, always getting into trouble. He's in jail, and the limo driver from Blank Check is his lawyer, right?
We were just talking about him last episode.
And he gets him out of jail, but he's like under like supervision. Like he needs to get straight A's and do good in school and be a good role model. And kid wants nothing to do with it. He goes to school, and he ends up pushing kid into the titties of the vice principal, and somehow because
because their picture gets swapped, like the files fly. They're both new students or whatever.
No, I thought to myself, hey, why don't they just check their driver's license? But I remember they both don't have driver's license.
Yeah, but they drive. They both do drive.
But they drive. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just their files fly up in the air, and then the photographs get switched, and then nobody. That's it. You're a completely new person now, and nobody, tries to remedy this in a logical way.
I liked how
kid could just go to the principal's office and be like, "Hey, I'm not this guy."
Yeah.
And then movie over.
But he kind of couldn't because Blade Brown had him under a drill press.
He would have kicked his ass. Yeah, he would have kicked his ass for sure.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, just go to a different school. Who cares?
I don't know why kid doesn't just automatically go to like some private school. Why is he in like this like inner city like public school system?
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems like they're rich. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, his family is very well to do, and so they could just send him to a private school. Well, hey, there'd be no movie. That's why.
You go to school St. John's. You know?
Right? Yeah. Worcester Academy.
Yeah, Worcester Academy. Yeah, right. There you go. You know,
prestigious.
So at the same time, there's this one guy who's like the school bully named Wedge, and he's like this big jock dude.
And he looks like, who is that guy? He looks like
Black Duke Nukem.
Well, yeah, he could be Black Duke Nukem. Yeah,
he'd be. If they made a Duke Nukem movie, that'd be the guy.
Yeah. Morpheus, the king of cartoons.
Those are two different guys.
No, they're the same guy.
No.
Yes.
Morpheus is played by Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes, Lawrence Fishburne.
Who plays Cowboy Curtis.
Oh, Cowboy Curtis, not the king of cartoons. Yes,
King of
the
cartoons.
king of cartoons is the old guy.
I don't know what his name is, but he's Blackula. That guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, so you're talking about Lawrence Fishburne.
He looks like Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like Duke Nukem, Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay,
but he's like the Debo of this movie.
Yeah. And he wants to kick kid's ass because he's spending some time with his lady.
Right.
But she doesn't even want to spend time with him. So.
Well, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And he always wears the wardrobe in this movie is probably one of the best things about it.
Oh, dude, it's so 90s. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if the wardrobe, the head of wardrobe from this movie was also in charge of wardrobe for Roundhouse, and they just said, "Hey, I've got all these man belly shirts in neon, so we're here. Everybody grab a belly shirt.
It's like
and an oversized jacket.
It's like anything that MC Hammer ever wore." In a music video, that's what people wear in this movie, you know?
Yeah, and everything's 5 sizes too big.
Dude, that was the thing back then, man. Everything had to be huge.
Know. Yeah.
And then the early 2000s happened, and then the goths took over the huge clothes with the Jinko jeans, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they gotta play this bit up where, Blade Brown is Kid and Kid is Blade Brown, and they kind of like help each other out. With
Yeah,
certain
so
stuff.
Kid needs to pass. Kid's, he's not very physically fit, and he's a nerdo dweeboid.
Yeah.
So he's got to have the other dude pass PE for him.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably it. He needs to he went to this school because he needed physical education
Right.
on his resume or whatever.
Which I think I kind of found
like some
a
sports thing.
I think I found a loophole in the movie because let's just say
Loophole in Class Act?
Yeah. Let's just say that there was no identity switcherooty tooty, right? Let's just say
Right.
Kid was always Kid in the movie.
Let's
right?
say that.
How he ended up in like, you know how there was like, there's like the shitty classes, and then there's like the really nice class that's for like all the intelligent kids, right? Let's
Right.
just say he was always in the class for the intelligent kids, right? But he still had to do phys ed, right? Well, he fucking got on the football team, and he could score a touchdown fucking every time using mathematics and the wind velocity and stuff. So
yeah, he was a kicker.
Yeah, so it doesn't even boom, he would have passed PE right there.
And he outran Wedge by quite a bit.
Exactly. So the thing is, the whole point of this movie didn't even really need to happen because Kid already would have passed PE and he would have gotten to the fancy ass school anyway.
Yeah, you're
You know?
right. Because he ends up with a football scholarship.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I don't know. It might be that what's his name? The other kid was signed up for football. And Kid may have never played football if it weren't for the switcheroony.
You might be
So
right.
I think that is where that comes into play.
Yeah, that could be the case. Could be. But yeah, and at the same time, Blade Brown kind of figures out how to be a role model, how to not be a dick to people. Yeah, there's just a lot of that. A lot of back and forth.
And then Kid learns to stand up for himself and be a more of a real man than some dweebazoid.
And each one has a girl after them that doesn't know their true identities.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, Wedge is selling drugs, and he has a drug dealer guy who's listen, I understand.
Oh yeah, that guy was great.
Yeah,
his name
he's
was
great.
Mink.
Yeah, Mink. Yeah. He's the kingpin drug guy, and he's listen, Wedge, this Blade Brown guy is not good for our business, so we gotta take him out. So there's a lot of there's a little bit of that goes on.
Wedge
at the end
is
of the
always
movie.
after him, and then he kicks Wedge's ass, and then at the end of the movie, conveniently, they finally come up after him. But Kid also has his own street thugs or whoever that kind of act as his bodyguards, right?
I think they go to some nightclub that Blade Brown is good friends with, and they just kind of show up. I don't think they say any words in the entire movie, but they just show up, and they end up being a part of the gang at the end of the movie.
They do during the football thing, because during the football thing they kick Wedge's ass around, they throw him in a dumpster, and then they're like, "Hey, good luck at playing football, man."
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Yeah. But a lot of this movie is kind of they just do the same joke over and over and over and over. It's just look how different these guys are. Whoa. And one thing that was kind of funny is that the kids' parents are the stuffy, well-to-do. Who plays his dad?
Dude,
it's not Arsenio Hall, is it? He looks like Arsenio Hall.
Dude, he looks a lot like. I know I've seen him in other shit, but I cannot put.
Yeah,
my
he's
finger
in
on it.
everything.
Oh, and his
But
parents. His parents think that Kid is gay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
Oh yeah.
Because he's spending so much time with play up in his bedroom, and they're changing clothes and stuff like that. So he's like, "Do you think our child is a homosexual or whatever he says?" I don't know.
Yeah,
and then at the end of the movie, he catches Kid fucking some chick, and he's like, Praise the Lord. Do you need a Jimmy hat? What can I do for you? Are you comfortable, madam? Would you like some milk and cookies?
Yeah. and then he goes back to bed to his wife and says, he's just porking some girl. And his wife is like, oh, our son is in the room next door boinking some girl. Oh, that's getting me all riled up. Let's start banging.
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
It's a little strange. It's the plot of some sort of a red tube series.
Although the very, very end I thought was great, where it's like an all-white background. They're like, well, that's the end of the movie, everybody. It's like they break the fourth wall.
Yeah, that was weird.
And Play is like, hey guys, now that we told the kids part of the movie, we got to talk about my part of the movie. It's got action and sex and drama and sex and did I mention the sex? I wanted to see his version of the movie. You know?
Right.
So
where was it?
That was some good stuff. I think the movie, honestly, like you said, there's a lot of repetition. I think the movie felt a little bit long. Now it's
I agree.
It's 98 minutes long. I really think that this could have been an 80-minute movie, honestly, and it would have been pretty
yeah,
on
it
the
would have
nose.
been better because a lot of, like I said, a lot of the scenes are just repetition. Like kid is in the classroom and then fucking Wedge like tries to beat him up, but kid outsmarts him or he gets beat up by someone else. Oh, he's in the hallway and then Wedge tries to beat him up. Okay. And then he's on the football field, but Wedge tries to beat him up. It's like this, like it happens every time they're together and it's the same exact scene. So it doesn't move anything along. It just repeats itself. But, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You just cut
we
those
didn't
scenes out.
we didn't even mention 3/4 of the way into the movie, out of nowhere, Pauly Shore just shows up.
Yeah. That was the best. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah. He just shows up out of nowhere. Hey, buddies, I'm doing this like anti-drug concert and I want you guys to rap in it, buddies.
Yeah.
And he looks like a fucking pirate with his poofy clothes. And
he's like, he says he's putting on this anti-drug concert. He's like, I'm putting on this concert for drugs. I mean, against doing drugs, buddy. And then Kid and Play go to this fucking concert and surprise, surprise, they're both very good rappers as well. Who knew that kid was such a good rap
and
superstar?
dancing New Jack Swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no hesitation from Kid at all. He just gets on stage and he's like, all right, I guess I'm very good. He's like Rapula.
Yeah. I'm not the DJ.
I'm the Kid and Play.
I'm the kid. Oh, there you go. That's good.
Hey, I'm a rapper too, guys. Didn't you know?
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I'm a rapper. Hey guys, hey, I want a snacker on some Pop-Tarts. Hey,
dude,
I gotta fart first.
I'm not gonna lie
song.
though. That is way better than when Pauly Shore was trying to sing in the movie.
Pauly Shore was great in that. Yeah, so he's like, I got these chicks from Sweaty Betty's that are gonna show their gazungas on stage. And he's like, hey buddies, the strippers didn't show up. They have the flu. So I thought it was responsible to not bring them on stage. I can't do a Pauly Shore. But and then he starts rapping and it's awful. But I thought it was very funny. He's great. Pauly Shore needs to be in more stuff.
Man, I had
Pauly Shore.
I don't know what happened to it. I had a copy of In the Army Now. I'm sure it's somewhere around here. I'd like to do that someday.
There's one of those things that my dad hated Pauly Shore. And
why? Because he's an MTV maniac?
Because he's exactly. I'm sure a lot of people's dads hated Pauly Shore. So I remember being at Blockbuster and I was brought up In the Army Now and my dad's like, no, we're not watching that.
Why? Because John Wayne wasn't in it.
Yeah, it wasn't a National Geographic.
Yeah, that you make a copy of it and you return it.
Yeah. So I never seen In the Army Now because my dad hated Pauly Shore.
Man, oh man, I got it. I know I have it on tape somewhere in the collection. It's around somewhere. I'll have to watch it
Should do
sometime.
Pauly Shore month.
Ooh, here we go. So what did we watch? That, what other Pauly? Oh,
Son-in-Law,
Biodome,
Jury Duty.
There
Not
we go.
Biodome.
Jury
Biodome
Duty
sucks.
Holy shit, I haven't seen that in a million years.
Oh yeah.
I think I rented that way back in the day when it was like new. But,
Speaking of In the Army Now, we just rewatched Major Payne not too long ago.
no
Man,
kidding.
that movie is so fucking good.
yeah, dude, I haven't watched it since it was new.
Oh, it's awesome.
I just remember
Definitely
the
watch it
part
again.
where he's like, oh, and then he's lost his legs, and he's like moving around with no legs.
Yeah,
It's the only part I remember.
It's a great movie. It's very much like Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
I'll have to revisit that sometime.
you should.
But yeah, so that's kind of it. I mean, they go into like a Hollywood wax.
Well, they have
museum.
a wax museum because kid's girlfriend works at a wax museum.
Yeah.
Just because it's convenient later on.
Yeah.
And she's like, I designed Conan the Barbarian, the wax version. And he's like, all right. And then, so yeah, at the end of the movie, another thing with like the plot of this movie is it could just, like it could just go from the first act to the third act. All the stuff in the middle is inconsequential.
Oh yeah.
It's just like sketch comedy in the middle that doesn't move the plot forward.
Yep.
Because it's just them being like, we're so different. And this guy is mad at me. So at the end of the movie, they finally, like, the bad guys are like, okay, we've decided that there's been enough runtime, so we're going to kidnap Kid and Play. And then he kidnaps Kid, Ouija. What's his name? Mink.
Yeah.
Who is awesome. He's great. He's like a typical, like, 80s villain-esque, like, sophisticated villain type guy.
Yeah.
And then they kidnap him, and then Play has to save him. Oh, we didn't mention their buddy at all. Kid's buddy. He's one of the best parts of this movie. He's
the
very
dude
much
the dude from Cool Runnings.
Yeah. He's a lot
was,
like Eduardo from Family Matters. He reminds me of him.
Yeah. You not Edward. You mean Waldo?
Yeah, Waldo. That's
Waldo
I combined
Geraldo
their
Faldo.
names, Eduardo.
Yeah.
Because I think that was one
Yeah.
of our names in Spanish class.
Oh, Eddie was Eddie was the Eddie Winslow. He was one of the kids.
Yeah, right.
Who was
right,
friends with Waldo. Yeah, dude, he was great.
Yeah, he's the best part of this movie. Well, I don't know if he's the best part, but he definitely like outshines Play, which kind of sucks because it's like one of those movies where like I don't know if like Kid and Play, like everyone remembers Kid because of his hair and he's so like unique, and then Play's kind of just like, hey, I'm also here, guys.
He's very much
it's
like a very typical 90s guy though. Yeah, he doesn't like have a sort of like trademark.
Right, and he's like, it's like Outcast. Everyone is like, "Oh, Andre 3000 is this wacky cool guy," and then Big Boy's like, "I'm here too. I'm really good at what I do." But then it's just like, "Yeah, but we don't care about you. You're not weird and kooky."
Yeah.
So I feel like Kid gets all the credit for everything. But anyway, and so like that being said, like. The Ernesto guy. What is his name?
Waldo?
Well, the Waldo type guy. Yeah, the Waldo guy.
Cool Runnings guy, who is also
Cool Runnings guy.
Do you remember back in like the late 90s, Bill Cosby had like he had like a new TV show just called Cosby, and that dude was on it. Do you remember that?
No. I mean, I knew about the TV show. I didn't know that he was. I never watched it. So
it was good.
But I knew he had a show.
It was a good show. I used to watch. I think it was on. I think it was on ABC back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like a very funny character. Like Kid is interesting because he's like the nerdy guy and he gets to like play that up. And then this guy's kind of like the dummy friend. But then Play is like the thuggish guy, which doesn't really. They could have leaned more into the comedy, but he has a few good lines here and there.
Yeah.
But it's not. I don't know. He just kind of gets overshadowed.
Yeah. I thought it was funny when he was out on like a back porch with the girl that he likes, and they were talking about Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And he's all like, are you saying Shakespeare was talking about blowing your load in some girl's coochie?
Yeah.
That's his best line
like
of the
that
movie.
is great. And when he's explaining the ebonics to Kid, it's like this very like who's on first type of situation.
Yeah.
Which is really funny.
Deaf. You're deaf? Yeah, I'm deaf. And yeah.
I think that Blade is the biggest asshole in the United States. And then he smacks him because he's not actually deaf. And then he's like, I called that stupid. And he's like, yeah, I know. It's good, stupid, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. What it's fun. But yeah, so that at the end of the movie, they end up in the wax museum. And it's weird because, like, this movie, it's like an adult children's show, the way they shot it and everything.
Yeah.
It's very, very colorful. Like, it looks like the cartoon, but they say fuck and asshole and titties.
It's PG-13.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was rated R. Well, they don't show any titties.
I think
so.
it could have been rated R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then they end up in this wax museum, and then they like monsters fast motion, like they're running around like the monkeys or something.
Yeah.
And all these thuggish dudes are like scared of the wax monsters and stuff.
They go into like the haunted house, like the chamber of horrors section, and there's a zombie. Yeah.
Right, and everyone is like a grown man who's, I mean, as far as the movie's concerned, has faced death, more than once or twice in their lives. But a wax zombie is a threat to them, and they're like, I don't want to go in there. Oh. And like literally everybody gets scared of a wax something or other. No one is immune to the terror of the wax people.
You work at a wax museum, right?
No.
There's no wax figures in your museum?
No, they're not wax. It's mostly, I mean, I don't make the things, but it's Tom Devlin's Monster Museum in Boulder City, Nevada. Cheap plug. Come on down.
So there's no
It's like the history of monster makeup and makeup special effects and stuff like that, and a lot very horror themed. But it's kind of got the vibe of a wax museum. It's Tom builds. I don't know. I'm assuming they're like silicone and foam latex and that type of stuff. But don't quote me on that because I'm not an effects guy. But But I go in there every day and I go, whoa!
Yeah, how do you get any work done? Right?
I don't know. It's a tough task. I've spent most of my life on the streets, thugging it, selling drugs, murdering people and taking out clowns like Killjoy, and then I go to work, and I end up behind the scenes, and I can't help myself. It's too spooky, and that I revert to a child.
I don't know if that's the right work environment for you.
But yeah. So everyone gets scared there, and then they end up fighting, and they win, and like Kid is like, oh, he's a good fighter now. And because he sucker punches a guy, honestly. But, whatever. And that's how they get arrested. And that's the, brings us back to the jail.
And then they go to the Knowledge Bowl.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's tacked on there, too. Because he's plays like, I need to impress this girl or whatever. I don't know. She'll never think that I'm smart if I don't do something smart. So they go to this Billy Madison-esque knowledge bowl.
I liked how it was like a TV show, right? And there's a live studio
Yeah.
audience with these nuns holding up signs that say "Give them hell."
Yeah. Oh, there was something funny in the wax museum. They kept confusing the characters. Like Wedge is like, "Oh, hey, that's cool. They got Willie Nelson."
Yeah.
And then Mink is like, "That's not Willie Nelson, you idiot. That's Colonel Sanders." But it was like, I don't know who it was actually, but it was definitely not either of those two. It was like Roosevelt or someone.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the movie. They leave jail and then
They
go
all
to
get
the
out of
white
jail.
psych. And what was your favorite part of the movie?
I definitely when Play was talking about shooting a load in the girl's coochie. When he said the word coochie,
course.
that was the best part of the movie.
Coochie, coochie, coochie.
Yeah.
Hey, what I wanted to ask, what kind of car is Play have? It's like some Pontiac Ute, like a custom lowrider Pontiac Ute.
It's just a Chevy C10 small pickup truck that the bed has a hydraulic lift thing on it.
Oh, okay.
It's just a custom C10 pickup truck. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty cool.
Pretty neat. Because I like that. I like that scene where he talks about his custom truck as like a project for the human reproductive system. I thought that was kind of clever. You know?
Oh, right, yeah.
That was funny.
And Rita Perlman is his teacher, and she wants to fuck him.
Oh yeah, right.
Because she thinks he's so smart, and she's attracted to brains and high school students.
Yeah, it was. Oh, you know what that was funny too was like.
So she should be the one in jail.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught on. I thought it was wicked funny was when they go to like the regular like the shitty classroom. There's like this little teeny like 90-year-old teacher just like rambling on.
Yeah.
And like I forgot what it was, but something like went towards him and he just like ducks. Or I forgot what it was. And then at the very end the Wedge is just like, "You teach. He just gets back up and
he's
goes,
like,
"Well,
Wedge
back
is-
for our lesson." Blah, 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 blah.
Wedge
You know what I
is-
mean?
Wedge is a weird character. I can't really pin him. He was a good character, but he was like reading is fundamental, and then he like is like, "Hey, teacher, teach the class," and then he's like, "Reading is fundamental."
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, that little
like, it made
teacher
me think
guy,
like
man, I like that guy.
Yeah.
He was funny.
This would be a good pairing with High School High.
Oh,
which is a
yeah.
much better. That movie's awesome. I mean, anything with John Lovitz, I love. So
Yeah.
I'm biased, but
Man.
hey, would you rather watch this or High School High?
Oh man. I don't know. High School High's got Tia Carrera, right? I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah.
You know what? I think
surprised
I'd
you
rather
like-
watch High School High. Yeah. And there's a Corvette in that movie too. So, of course I got to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean John Lovitz. How you can't beat the man.
Yeah,
you can't beat him with a stick.
Speaking of John Lovitz, we got to watch Mom and Dad Saves the World one of these days. I got that on tape. Remember
Oh
that
yeah.
movie?
Oh, we got that. Reminds me. The trailer on this movie was Stay Tuned.
Yeah, that's right. I totally forgot
And
the
it's
title
the
of
only
trailers.
one.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Breaking away.
What was it, dude? The other one was like a boxing movie with that guy from Videodrome.
Oh yeah, you're right. There was another
Fuck,
trailer.
that
It was
called like
James Woods was in it, and I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It
I don't
didn't
really
didn't look that good.
Yeah, it was like some weird thriller movie or
It's
something,
like a boxing drama,
dramatic
something like
thriller. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
You know what I liked? The opening credits with all the like wicked early '90s like zigzags and shit. Remember back when like black
there
and white
was like
zigzags were cool.
They had their own theme song. It was like classic.
Oh yeah,
something.
That's right.
Blah 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 blah.
And this is the part of the podcast where we say, "Hey, we're gonna put that song in the podcast," and then we don't do it because we forget.
No. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know I'm gonna forget, so I don't want to break any promises. Class act. Yeah. It's Kid and Play. Blah 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 blah.
It's a good
And
song.
Pauly Shore's in there somewhere for no reason. Hey, yeah, that thing that scene made no. There's no reason for that scene to be in there.
Which
right?
one?
The rap thing. They just go there just so that they can rap.
Well, yeah,
And
dude.
then-
That's why you see Kid and Play, for them to rap and do their little like New Jack Swing dances. That's why you
were
see
they
them.
rappers before they were?
I would assume so,
filmmakers
man.
or
I really don't
actors
know.
or-
Probably,
Did
right?
Did they write this movie? Are they like a comedy team, or they just kind of got put together?
Oh shit, dude. I don't know. I have a clue.
Huh. I gotta watch Class Act ending explained on YouTube.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Does not say on the box. But if anybody knows
Interesting.
the history of Kid and Play, email us at thevhsbands@gmail.com and let us know. Because we don't look up any shit before we watch these movies.
No.
Unlike all those other like movie
Clearly.
review podcasts where like they've fucking Wikipedia'd every little fact about the movie and they talk about it, and like they interview somebody in the movie or whatever. No, we don't do that.
That ain't the show.
No.
Hey, if you want brains, go listen to a different show.
Yeah.
We're dummies and we drink Mountain Dew, soda colas.
yeah. Dr. Pee-Pee Light and
Yeah, if you want factoids, go somewhere else. If you want Dr. Pee-Pee to go with your movies, this is the
if
show
you want
for you.
factoids, you go listen to something else. If you want hemorrhoids, you listen to Beaches Bandits. From all the McNoodles and taco smell and burger swill and Papa Ginzos.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's somebody's gonna write a review on iTunes and say, hey, you want hemorrhoids, you listen to this podcast.
Yeah, hey, that's right, VHS bandits out there. Someone listening to us right now, please leave a 5-star review saying this show gave me hemorrhoids. No,
Gave me asteroids.
hemorrhoids, not factoids.
No, that's right. That belongs on a t-shirt. You should sell those on
Hemorrhoids, not
Zazzle.
factoids. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, put some more hemorrhoids on there. Big
Hemorrhoid,
throbbing.
hemorrhoid Worcester cream ointment.
Hey, that's a good name for like if for like a bodybuilder type guy, hemorrhoid.
That should be the name of like
hemorrhoid and I'm going to pump you
that should be that's like the name of like a villain
pharmacy
wrestler
Hemorrhoids pharmacy.
on
Yeah,
SmackDown.
It's like, right, it's like they had the cartoon wrestlers. It's like that, like a Saturday morning wrestler.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Coming
Hey,
down
you know
to the
what?
ring at 350 pounds, hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid. And he jumps down and he's like bouncing on his butt into the ring
Is that
with
what
his throbbing hemorrhoids like
It's
pulse
like-
and like
you
push him
remember
up
those-
into the air.
Remember those big like inflatable balls with the handles in the front when we were kids?
yeah.
That's just hanging off of his butt, and he's boing
Right.
boing boing going into the ring.
boinky. And his finishing move is he just sticks his butt in your face and you put your hands up. You're like,
Or what if he like burst the hemorrhoid and just like blood just gushes everywhere?
Gross.
You ever had a hemorrhoid and you wipe your butt
No.
and you just got
I've
blood
never
all over
had
your
hemorrhoids.
TP?
Oh my gosh, no.
You ever had a hemorrhoid before?
Never had a hemorrhoid before.
Wait a minute,
I've taken a lot of dookies in my life, and I've never had a hemorrhoid. I want to keep it that
I know
way.
you are
I'm the Dookie King.
affluent in dookies, okay?
Yeah,
But I know you had a camera up your tush, but yeah, dude, hemorrhoids. You wipe your tush.
That's my next movie, the Topher Hansen story. Camera up my tush.
Yeah, that's it.
I stuck a camera up my tush for 6 months, and now we're releasing the footage on HBO Max.
I said, wrecked them, damn near killed them.
Yeah, but never had a hemorrhoid.
Never had a hemorrhoid. Wow. You've
No.
never had
I
a
thought that
poop-
was like an old people thing.
No. Anybody could have a hemorrhoid. Anybody,
Oh, I
including you.
I want you to have hemorrhoids.
It's just like a school, like an after-school PSA. It's all like, unprotected sex can make you a baby, and let me tell you something: everybody can get
Can
hemorrhoids.
make you a baby.
Even you.
You have unprotected sets and you revert into a baby.
I got unprotected hemorrhoids. That's what I got.
You've got to cover your hemorrhoids up with the Jimmy hat.
Whoa. That was another funny part when kid's dad was all like, I hope you remember to wear your gym hat and
Yeah.
gives him a wink.
Man,
Ma'am, do
I
you
could
want
talk
anything?
about-
A beverage, perhaps? That was great.
A hemorrhoid massage.
Ooh.
Oh man, I could go on this hemorrhoid rant all day.
The hemorrhoid rant.
That's our new podcast, the Hemorrhoid Rant, available wherever fine podcasts are downloaded.
What is it? Avoid the noid, avoid the hemorrhoids.
Oh man,
Ay, ay.
hemorrhoids.
Hey, you know what was really disappointing? Not gonna lie. So the
What?
cover of the movie has. I totally
His
forgot.
hair is like 9 feet tall.
His hair is So kid's hair is super super tall. So there's class act in his hair, and of course, kid's there with his little short dreads. But here's the deal.
Yeah, they should have shaved it into Play's head. This is what I'm saying. They're giving kid all the good stuff.
Yeah. Now, they are in front of a girl's locker room door with a with a translucent door, and you see the silhouette of a beautiful buxom babe. Do we get a scene in this movie like this? No. So that was a little
No.
disappointing.
Yeah,
disappointing.
I mean the closest thing to it was the when they were at that nightclub for whatever reason, just talking to hot babes, but they had a lot of clothes on.
Yeah.
Some might say too many.
Ah well.
Too many clothes.
So hey, what are we gonna rate Class Act out of?
Well, first, let's thank our Patreons,
all right, let's
because
do
they're
that.
a bunch of class acts themselves.
Yeah.
And you, too, could be a Patreon member and enjoy much more hemorrhoids than your typical podcast. It's an extra hemorrhoid every month. And bonus hemorrhoid creams. We go over all the various remedies and techniques to care for your hemorrhoids.
There's
Here
only
on,
one dude.
We call it Roid Rage.
It's the Worcester cream.
With the Worcester cream sauce, which you get at you go to Papa Ginzo's and you get a pizza and you say, hey, can I have some Worcester cream sauce on the side, and then you rub it on your hemorrhoids.
There you go.
Or you just coat your toilet seat in it, and then there you're all ready to go every time you
Yeah,
take
you
a
gotta leave
Papa
a
squat.
paintbrush next to it and just brush it right on.
Yeah, not the toilet brush. Those are two different purposes.
Yeah.
You don't want to mix poo-poo and Worcester cream.
Yeah.
It'll explode.
Whoa! It's like a binary
It's a chemical
bomb.
reaction. You get a little piece of fecal matter in your Worcester cream takeout. It blows up in your face.
It's
And
like
then-
it's like an Alien 3 right before like the stogie hits like something flammable and the guy just goes buh.
So thank you, Patreons. I'm talking to you, Kyle Schute. I'm talking to you, Corey Gorski and Thomas Andrew Gwynn. Of course, Captain James D. Kaiser of the good ship Hemorrhoid Boat.
Whoa.
And Burke Sazerac, our official hemorrhoid fluffer.
Whoa.
And then Trivia with Buds, not to be confused with Hemorrhoids with Buds. Very different podcast. Hemorrhoid Poppin' Daddies, the professional pro, and James Hemorrhoid. Yeah, that's a good one. And Kevin James, the Hemorrhoid Wrangler, And of course, Lex T, our official hemorrhoid man. Thank you, guys. And if you too want to be involved in the Roid Rage podcast, join us at podcast. What is it? Patreon.com.
The VHSBandits at gmail.com. Patreon.com/VHSBandits.
Yeah.
The VHSBandits. On the
Ooh,
Insta.
boy.
There you go.
Hey, I gotta do a quick shout out too. We haven't done this one, but
go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna be working on a new movie, the events surrounding a peeping tom. We're filming that in just a couple weeks here. I'm going down to Connecticut.
Ooh.
I hope I don't run into sea bass.
Well, hey, you know what else is down in Connecticut? The WWF headquarters.
That's right. I have friends that work for them.
And
used to.
you might, if you go down there, you might meet up with Hemorrhoid, the intercontinental, the intercontinental champion, Hemorrhoid.
Oh man, I better bring some Worcester cream sauce with
because
me.
he had an intercontinental breakfast at the Holiday Inn, and so he got his hemorrhoids.
Yeah, that's how you beat him in the video game version. You have to collect Worcester cream sauces and throw it at his hemorrhoids.
Yeah, there you go.
And then they shrink, and then he's powerless without his hemorrhoids.
It's a special combination on the D-pad.
Yeah. Yeah, so go check out on the Instagram events surrounding a peeping tom, and look forward to that movie soon, coming to a hemorrhoid near you sometime in the future.
All right. Hey, everybody, look forward to those hemorrhoids in the future.
Check your hemorrhoids. It might be there waiting for you.
Oh boy.
Man. Anyway, what do you want to rate this out of?
Oh,
hey, what
boy.
if kid? You think when kid gets a hemorrhoid, it's a big, shaped like a big old pencil, like his afro?
Yeah, I think it's exactly like that. Yep.
And then he's sitting on the toilet, and he goes, and he squeezes a little too much, and then his like pencil hemorrhoids like extend like a.
It's like one of those snakes,
and jacks him up in the air.
You know those snakes, the sparklers?
It's like a bottle jack.
Like a bottle jack. Yeah.
That's out of his butt.
It's just a bottle jack. Yep. I think that's what happens.
And then he's up so high, he's gonna get a lot of splashback.
Whoa, that's right.
Oh God, what have we become?
Oh Jesus.
Oh jeez.
I know. Out of how many MTV Maniacs?
Perfect.
All right.
The Hemorrhoid versus the MTV Maniac this Sunday at the Worcester Centrum Center.
Did you ever see? That was the name of that movie. It's called Neon MTV Maniacs.
What?
You ever seen Neon Maniacs before?
No.
It's
seen Neon Demon.
I've seen Neon Demon. Neon Maniacs is the 80s monster movie.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's okay. It's all right. It's one of those like the tape is like sought after, it's fucking expensive and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, dude, Neon MTV Maniacs.
MTV Maniac.
All right, how many MTV? How many MTV Maniacs, buddy? Are you gonna get class act, buddy?
I'm gonna give Class Act 7 MTV Maniacs. It's pretty good. It's like I said, it just repeats itself so much that it's kind of tedious at times, but there's still a lot of funny stuff in it. It's good. Like the wardrobe is fucking crazy. And it's a silly, goofy movie. And that's right up my alley. I love children's movies for adults, and this is exactly what that is. And they say big old titties.
There you go.
7 MTV Maniacs. What about you?
I think I'm also gonna give this 7 MTV Maniacs. It's a great movie. It's definitely a period piece of its time. Like this movie screams like early
yeah.
90s, dude. Screams early 90s. So it's such a piece of that time, you know, in terms of like the wardrobe,
time capsule,
the music, everything, dude. Oh, not to mention that they played MC Hammer's "Can't Touch This" twice. in the
Oh
movie.
yeah,
twice. And
double the hammer.
So yeah, dude, I thought it's great. It's not. I mean, if I had to compare this to other Kid and Play movies, like, you know, House Party 1, House Party 2, I think it's not as good as House Party 1. Although I think it's better than House Party 2.
Are those what other Kid and Play movies are there?
I think
Are
that's
there more?
it. I think they
That's
may
it?
have
There's
been
just
in the other, like, I think there's like 2 or 3 other Kid and Play movies.
Yeah,
But I don't. But
I always
they're not like the
I always
main
confused
characters.
them like at the they just like show up.
They're like I don't know. It's like new.
They're like the Jay and Silent Bob of whatever movies.
It's like it's like their kids now are having the house party or something like that, and they just kind of show up as a cameo,
right.
you know, something like that. So
Yeah, I was. What was I gonna say? Shit, I don't know. Something really.
We're talking about
funny
other
and
Kid and Play movies.
Smart. Yeah, but I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say here. Doesn't matter. It's probably about hemorrhoids. I don't know. Probably,
I wouldn't be
chances
surprised.
are.
But yeah, like
It's about bouncing on your own hemorrhoids.
I like the movie a lot, dude. I think I mean, like, if you see other Kid and Play movies, you'll like this. If you're really into like 90s hip hop, New Jack Swing kind of stuff, you'll totally like this. It's just a fucking good movie. What's that?
I remember I remember like in the video store I would always confuse Kid and Play with the Jerky Boys movie.
Oh, really?
I thought they were like one and the same. You know what I mean? They're kind of like that. I've never seen the Jerky Boys movie either, though. I don't know. Have you?
No, dude. I've always wanted to see it.
I know. I just remember the cover so clearly. And
Yeah.
I don't know. They just kind of go together to me for some reason. Kid and Play and the Jerky Boys. I don't know why.
Well, they're both made around the same time, right?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, like, it's just. I thought it was a really good movie. That's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
It's good stuff. I would
yeah.
totally
Watch
rewind
it.
the
Definitely
tape.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
definitely. Again, it's a little long at times, a lot of repetition. But all in all, it's a really fun movie. It's like, honestly, dude, like, by the time, so like they had the car chase, and by the time that they got to the wax museum, I thought that the wax museum scene was really long. And I was kind of exhausted of the movie at that point. And then when that ended, I was like, okay, great, the movie's ending. But then no, we
Then
still
they
had
go to
the intelligent bowl or whatever the fuck it's called,
Yeah.
the knowledge bowl. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
man, this movie's still going. So at that point, to me, it felt really dragged. But
Right.
again, if they shaved like 20 minutes off this movie,
If they just cut out like 2 or 3 wedge chases.
yeah.
it'd be good. Yeah.
But no, that was good. I liked it a lot. That was
Yeah.
good. I totally rewind the tape. Sure.
Sweet.
There you go. Yeah. So that's it.
Well, that's class act,
That's class
everybody.
All right, buddy. Class is adjourned on this episode of the VHS Bandits Back to School theme season, and we'll see you guys all next time. All right. Until then, be kind and rewind.
Class